What is coming into your life that will make a big impact? Hey guys, it's Tarot and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be looking at an event or an influence that is going to be coming into your life that is going to make a really big impact. So we're going to hopefully find out what that is, maybe even when it will happen, and some additional details. So we have 3 groups to choose from today. Group number 1 is the bell notification. Group number 2 is the red sports car, and group number 3 is the newspaper. If you feel called to more than one group or reading, that's totally fine. You can even watch all of them. Just take the messages from within those readings that feel like they are for you. Pay attention to any synchronicities or repeating symbols or themes that you see either throughout these readings or in other readings or even in your daily life. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and we'll see you there. All right, hi group number 1, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the bell notification. So even just before we pull any cards, I feel like this big event that's going to happen is going to be some kind of a notification. You're going to get that on your phone, most likely. Could have something to do with social media, but I'm just seeing it as like a notification that comes in. It might even seem innocuous to begin with, like it's unassuming, you don't really think anything of it, but it's connected to something bigger. So let's find some information. I'm actually going to start out with the tarot in today's reading, and then we'll go into the oracle cards. They've specifically guided me to just use 3 decks. So we've got this tarot deck and then 2 oracle decks as well. All right, so we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The ladder just really stood out to me. I actually just wrote down ladder in my synchronicities journal this morning because I saw it come up a couple times last night and this morning. So this is something that may be coming up for you as well because they've called me to just mention it, right? So the ladder is like an ascension. It can be about moving up. It can be about climbing, like let's say, for example, the proverb, climbing the corporate ladder. Is that what it's called, a proverb? Or is that just like a saying? Anyway, point being is that you're getting ahead, you're moving up in a direction towards some kind of material growth, because we see that here with the 7 of Pentacles. Even though it came up reversed, I do feel like this energy is moving upward. It's just kind of hidden right now. That's what I'm getting from it. So there's something you're not seeing or emotionally not feeling. And as this notification comes in, it's going to become very clear that there's a big change happening. Yeah, I feel like you're very unassuming. They just actually showed me the lambs in the background here. Like there's just like a field of sheep in the background. It feels like you're very kind of unaware of what's going on. You don't see this coming. You're just kind of minding your own business. Queen of Pentacles, it definitely has to do with money in some way, shape, or form, or business, because the ladder reminded me of corporate ladder. We have 2 Pentacles cards here. So it does feel like you might not be seeing the growth or the ascension that are happening in your finances. And you might feel stuck or like you're moving backward. You might even feel like you're taking, 2 steps forward, 3 steps backward. And it can feel really frustrating. It can feel very testing of your nerves is what I just got from it. That's the feeling I got. It's like you're on tenterhooks, or you're sitting on the edge of your seat and you're waiting for something, but at the same time you're not really aware of what's going on. I'm also seeing you may be impatient or waiting for this harvest. You've been waiting for it for so long that you're not even seeing it clearly anymore. Knight of Swords. 2 knights here in your reading. So I do feel like there's a potential here for movement, definitely. And the Knight of Swords is about communication. So this comes back to the notification again. There's some kind of a notification you're going to be getting soon that is going to change your circumstances. I'm really curious about what that is. So can I get more information? 6 of Swords. This may have something to do with travel. This may have something to do with Yeah, I'm seeing movement. I'm seeing movement here with these two cards specifically. So I feel like this notification will bring some kind of movement. Either it's movement in growth or finances, or your needs being met in some kind of way, or it's like you're migrating to a different territory where there's more grass, because they keep taking me back to these sheep here. And it's like, if they're in a field and there's not a lot of grass for them to graze on, then they're going to migrate. They're going to move to another location and they're going to set up shop there. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Is like you're moving to a different energetic frequency. You're moving maybe even to a physical location that is going to provide for you what you need. Three of Pentacles. It's very much about business here for you guys. Finances, career, opportunities to build your business or to see something become more stable, to move up the ladder in terms of what you're doing, to transform this as well. They just showed me the frog. The frog can be about healing and transformation. It can be about deep emotional healing as well, which the Knight of Cups is talking about here in reverse position. And I'm also seeing this as like kissing the frog and it turning into a prince. So this could be talking about doing something that maybe has been weighing on you for a while, something you've been maybe procrastinating on, and you finally do it, and it puts you into a better position financially, or it puts you into a better position, a more visible position, more confident in terms of your career. So you could be making this move, or this notification could be kind of like feedback from you making this move, or this could be a result of some kind of a notification that spurs you into action in some way. So I want to get more information. They told me to go in with the oracles now. Okay. What is this for group number 1, please, Spirit? What is this connected to for them? Okay. Love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. And love. The answer that you're seeking is love. Wow. Okay. Okay. So this is a message coming through. You may not have gotten the love that you needed. No matter what, your mother and father loved you as much as they can. Love you as much as they can, but I just actually accidentally said loved. So maybe this is past tense for some of you. But this really hinges around love. And I think that if you perhaps did not get the type of love or the amount of love that you really needed from your primary caregivers, this may have affected your sense of self-worth. This may have affected your sense of assertiveness, your ability to put yourself out there, to be seen. I'm seeing the peacock here. That's why I'm talking about being seen. Your confidence, your self-esteem may have been affected negatively by that particular upbringing, that parent or caregiver, or just the situation in your childhood. There's something here that's very emotional that's contributing to this. Now, I don't think that it's necessarily going to stop you. I think that it's a contributing factor in what's going on here. So, for example, let's say that you didn't get the love that you needed in the way that you needed it. Well, now what you're doing is creating that for yourself through what you're physically doing. I feel like communication is a big part of that. I feel like what you're creating in terms of your business or your work is a big part of that as well. So wanting to get ahead in that field is somehow equated to love. Maybe unconsciously, you know, the moon here in this card represents the unconscious mind. We are talking about psychological healing here with the frog. So maybe unconsciously you're wanting to move into a higher position in your business or in your field of study or in your work so that you can feel that sense of love, either from the outside or I think ideally from the inside, and really having that mirrored back to you as well. But the answer that you're really looking for here is love, and that is what's going to bring in the physical manifestation of the results that are going to change your life. So this is going to impact you because I think that you're going to be transforming how you see yourself. And if you've been staying in an environment that did not have enough for you, it's kind of like through this energy of love and you nurturing yourself, you're able to say, well, if my needs aren't being met here, then I'm going to go somewhere else. Or I'm going to ask for more. I'm going to move myself up, I'm going to promote myself, or I'm going to ask for a promotion, or I'm going to change my business structure, or I'm going to put out content, or I'm going to advertise in a different way, or I'm going to create something new that I've never done before. It feels like it's kind of pushing you outside of your comfort zone because you've been in this position where you didn't have what you needed. And they're showing me the scene from Friends, the show Friends, where I think it's Monica who chooses, she either gets fired or she quits her job. I can't remember. And then they're like, you got to get the fear. No, it was Rachel. Yeah, it was Rachel. She was the waitress and she wanted to become a fashion person. She wanted to get into that field and that career. And to do it, her friends were kind of egging her on and saying, you need to quit your job because that will give you the fear, which will motivate you into pursuing your dream. You know, it's kind of like taking away the safety net so that it kind of forces you to do something, to make some changes. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's almost like through you loving yourself more deeply and nurturing yourself, maybe reparenting yourself internally, being there for your inner child in a way that your parents either taught you how to do that or they didn't and you had to learn for yourself. Either way, this process of loving yourself, nurturing yourself is shifting how you approach what it is that you're doing. Your sense of self-worth is really hinging on this love energy, and that's connected to what you will and won't accept in your business, in your career, in your finances. So I really feel like part of this is you getting the fear and being able to push forward and to make some changes and be decisive. And I think part of this is also about you learning to love yourself through this process and not looking for any external results to give that to you. Like they can confirm that for you, but they don't need to give that to you directly. All right, we have some timing here. We've got within the next few months. So this could definitely be happening within the next few months. You want to keep an eye on those notifications. They just brought me back to that again. So there's something about that you're going to love. There's going to be like an update or information, or somebody is going to love what you do or what you're putting out there. And they're acknowledging, I feel like you're getting acknowledged. Maybe a parent is supporting you. I just got that message as well. For some of you, this could be a mother who is supporting you in real life financially, or who supports your business decisions or your career moves that you're making, or just really has your back and is a support network for you. If you have parents on the other side, like I do, like my mom's on the other side, I know she supports me energetically. So it could be something like that as well for you, group one. But I'm seeing that within the next few months, you are ascending. They just showed me the staircase here. So again, the ladder, the staircase, you're moving up. You're moving up significantly in some way. Okay. I'm going to go back in with this deck again. What is this? Oh, wow. So you have more family, grandparent. You have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. So again, this could also be a grandparent who is supporting you financially or who supports you in what it is that you're trying to create or to do. This could be a grandparent who's on the other side, again, supporting energetically. Okay. And it's okay to be different. You don't need to be like everyone else. You're perfect just as you are. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so the sheep, right? They were talking about the sheep earlier. They kept drawing me back to that symbol. And sheep can represent blending in, being the same as everyone else, being part of the herd. And I feel like if you have been trying to fit in because you thought that that's what would get you safety, security, that's what would make you be supported or loved. Maybe that's something you learned in childhood, or something that you thought you needed to do. This lesson is really giving you the opportunity to understand that it's okay for you to be yourself. And you are different, group number one. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, yeah, I feel like within the next few months, you're going to make some big changes. I'm feeling like you are initiating this, but I do see that feedback coming in as well. Yeah, change on the bottom of the deck, as I was literally just saying, I think you're going to make some changes. The changes that you're going through are positive. So you are going to be making some positive changes. Look underneath that, just be yourself. You're a great person, enjoy being yourself. Yeah, so this group number 1 is you being your most authentic self. That's not all on, hold on. Let me reposition these a little bit so that they're all mostly on camera or on the in frame, because we've still got more cards to get, so I'm going to try and fit them all in here. But you're making some pretty big changes, and you kind of need to decide what you want to do. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. So I think that once you make a decision and you choose a direction, you're going to make some progress here. Yeah, now I did want to get the coffee cup oracle for you, group 1. What is this? It's definitely to do with money. Look, luck and money, coins. I was saying that from the beginning. So we have confirmation from Spirit here. Within the next few months, you're going to be making some big money moves, okay? And this is because you're following your dreams. It's because you're doing something to support what feels right for you. It is putting you a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but it's worth it because you're so unique. And the more that you can show that, the more it's going to be appreciated. So they really don't want you to follow the herd here, group number 1. They want you to do things your way and to find what that is if you don't know what that is. Like finding what feels right for you, what feels authentic, what feels supportive. Justice documents with the scales. I feel like if you've been having money issues, it's going to balance out. If you've been waiting for something to come in, there may be a contract that is connected to these choices or changes that you're making within the next few months. And or this could be some kind of a legal document that is paying you money. It could be an inheritance from a parent or a grandparent or through the family line in some way. Either literally like money or metaphysically in the form of positive karma. Okay. Look at, I said I was noticing that peacock. Spirit speaks loud and clear through symbols, guys. So peacock, pregnancy and wealth. This is all about your wealth. And I'm going to turn that around right side up, I should say, because this is you, group 1. This is you. You're the Queen of Pentacles. If you felt unstable, if you felt like you weren't getting the recognition you deserved, or you weren't feeling confident in your skills, or you weren't feeling that you could really be your pure authentic self, this is the time to change that, and deciding to do that, deciding to put yourself out there in your full flamboyant self, and really not doing it necessarily for the attention, just doing it because it's who you are and because you're passionate about what you're doing. That is going to get you the results that you're looking for. So let's say, for example, you have a social media account. This may be connected to your business in some way. This is just an example, doesn't have to apply to you, but kind of what I'm seeing here is like somebody who has been holding back, not speaking the real full version of the self out into being, kind of trying to skirt around the major issues or sweeten the what's the word? It's like not sweeten the pot. Like beat around the bush a little bit. The skunk really stood out to me here in this card. And the skunk can come out when we're really passionate about something and we want to defend our point, or we want to speak. We really want our point to be noticed. And I feel like this is kind of something that you're stepping into. It's like being okay with being the black sheep and being a little different and putting yourself out there and being open about it, not hiding it or not sugarcoating it. That's what I was trying to say, like sugarcoating. Because sugarcoating is kind of making it more palatable, yes, but it's also diluting the authenticity of your message or of who you are. It's like you being able to be more raw, more real, more authentic. I'm seeing a lot of pillars in your reading as well. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pillars, and these trees even look like pillars in this card. So there's something about pillars of stability. The pillars could have been the parents or the grandparents that support you. The pillars of they just said pillars of your ascension. That could be an activation code for some of you. A lot of these readings are not just about the information in them. They're actually symbolic, and there can be a lot of activation codes through the imagery, the symbols, or through the energetic imprint. So pay attention to when you see pillars. There's something about pillars that's important. And it's connected to your wealth. That's going to be one of the symbols they just said. The pillars are going to be significant. Key, lock, and unlock. You're unlocking this gateway. The pillars also remind me of gateways or portalways or entrances. You're unlocking this entrance for yourself. You're moving through it into wealth. You're going to have a lot of luck when it comes to money in the next few months. This is a timeless reading, but I'm seeing April being significant. Okay? You're really going to love what it is that you're doing. You're going to feel very passionate. You are going to be seen as someone who is special as well. And people are going to love you for what it is that you're showing up as. So I feel like if you have been holding back in any way, group number 1, you have been doing yourself a disservice. Spirit really wants you to show up as exactly who you are, unabashedly, unrestrained, not necessarily unhinged, but like, just being more of your authentic self. The moose, acceptance and eccentric. That just fits so perfectly with what I was just saying. Be a little bit eccentric. It might come off a little unhinged. That's fine. Because you're being authentic, you're accepting yourself as you are. I think that your parents, if they weren't able to do that, you're doing that now for yourself. If they were able to do that, I think this is going to help to really kind of get you outside of your comfort zone and make these changes, because you will have been prepared for that. Either way, you're going to do it. So I feel like do it. So if this is in like a, let's say a corporate job, because we did have that reference to corporate ladder. If this is in a corporate job, then this is going to be an opportunity for you to put yourself forward for something. And maybe there's been fear of, if I'm a little bit different or my ideas are abstract or a bit eccentric, people won't understand and I'll lose my job and I'll lose my security. And then what will I do? And no one will value me. Catch yourself if you're spiraling in those things and find the pillars of stability in your life, because those are really going to anchor you and help you to see the lay of the land, where you are, where you're going, what you need. And I do see that the more authentic you can be, the more resources are going to be available to you, because there's something genius in your eccentricity. There's something very special, very unique, and extremely valuable. Priceless is what Spirit just said. It's priceless. This aspect of you that is completely different, and you may have devalued that because perhaps your primary caregivers didn't see that value, or they didn't appreciate it in the way that it needed to be appreciated, or something along those lines. But I feel like when you allow yourself to just be and enjoy yourself for being who you are, not only are you going to get positive feedback from that, and I think that's what the notification bell is talking about there, but it's going to unlock this wealth for you. Number one, because you're valuing yourself, and value outside is reflective of value inside. So the more you're valuing yourself and your uniqueness, the more other people are going to do that too, and they're going to start throwing money at you, is what I'm seeing. People throwing money at you because you're different, because you're special, because you are a unicorn. I was getting that from the unicorn cards as well. So it's like you're one of a kind, or you're very, very rare, group number one. Your ideas, your way of thinking, your way of communicating, what it is that you can do, your skills, what you create. It's very unique. It's very rare. It has a super authentic signature if you can let yourself do that. I think that this is going to result in really positive things for you in the next few months. You're going to be stepping up, and it's going to be, I just heard Midas touch, and they showed me this city of gold, luck and money. So you're going to have the Midas touch. Everything you touch will turn to gold in a very, very positive way, because you are finally allowing yourself to just be you. Yeah, to just be you. And I feel like your family is cheering you on. If they're not doing it physically, then they're doing it energetically. They're doing it either in spirit, or their higher selves are actually cheering you on. So unlock this wealth for yourself, because it's like hanging in the balance of whether or not you put yourself out there authentically. I keep hearing the word unabashedly. Unabashedly. It's like don't hold anything back. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't skirt around the issues. Don't beat around the bush. Put yourself out there. Be different. Go off alone. Do your own thing. Be weird. Like, be weird. Because that's where, first of all, you're going to find your tribe. Second of all, people are going to appreciate you. And third of all, most importantly, you're going to feel good because you're not low-key criticizing or rejecting yourself, because that's what you're doing by sugarcoating. That's what you're doing by not being authentic. You're judging yourself. And that's devaluation of your purest essence. That's why this has affected your finances. Oh, they said we can get charms. I haven't done charms in a while. Okay, we're going to do some charms. Yeah. So you have the heart, the golden heart. Definitely love is a factor here. I think the more that you love yourself, the more you're going to value yourself, the more you're going to change how you express yourself, and the better results you're going to get financially. I love you to the moon and back. Okay, somebody definitely loves you. Group number 1. I think your parents are, or a particular parent, maybe a mother and a grandmother, or some maternal figure in your family deeply, deeply loves you and does not want you to hold back. They really want you to shoot for the stars. And if you land, what is it? Shoot for the moon. And if you land among the stars, like it's that kind of a situation I'm getting. And I want to put it on the love card. So somebody really loves you. A sister is someone to dream, cry, sing, laugh with. Yes, you've got like female family members coming up, grandparent, yeah, it says actually grandparent, but I was feeling this as grandmother, and then parent, I was getting the mother. So mother, grandmother, sister, you've got all of these like female energies that are around you. They want to support you. Oh, look at that on the back. I didn't even notice there's 2 hearts. You have so many hearts, so much love. You're very loved, group number 1. Very loved, I see. Okay, what does this say? God, something given you one conception and make yourselves another. God hath given you one conception and make yourselves another. I think that's what that says. I want to put it on the Knight of Swords, and I just noticed there's a hawk up in the corner, or up in the tree there. So this is about being able to see, like having a hawk's eye vision. Is something about the third eye, and communication can be important here. Seeing something differently, seeing yourself differently. And then you've got the, what is that? The cocking gun. And I would put that on 3 of Pentacles. So there's something about like, you're going to be kind of like shoring up the cracks, so that the wealth doesn't escape. I think this is to do with your self-esteem, but it could be that you're building something as well, doing something creative, making something from something else. Yeah. I just heard weatherproofing. You're weatherproofing your business. It's like it can exist in any season. Instead of having to wait for a particular season to harvest, it's going to be evergreen. Ah, yes, evergreen. So evergreen content, evergreen business structures. Basically, it's like passive income, or something that is always going to be searchable, or something that's always going to be purchasable, or that's always going to be valued in some way. So something that's evergreen never goes out of style. It's always desired. It's always valued. So there's something about that as well. And I think that you are evergreen in and of yourself, group number 1. You are evergreen. And your parents, your family, the female line specifically of your family has really got your back here. And they really want you to dream bigger. I'm seeing dream a lot for whatever reason. They want you to dream bigger. That if you've had a dream and you find that this is really eccentric and maybe outside of what you think is possible, they're saying, go bigger. Like that's not even like the full capacity of what you're here to do and create, and you are supported. So you can do it. Just be yourself, accept yourself, and you will see all of this. You will be pregnant with wealth. You know what I mean? It's like you can create this out of nothing. It's really cool. So that is what I see for you, group number 1. I hope that this reading was helpful and gave you a little bit of context on what this might be, how to do it, and when it might be happening, and all of the support that you have coming in here. So sending you guys so much love in the few months to come and beyond. And if you guys are looking for any spiritual mentorship or support, I do have classes and courses available. We're doing Unlocking the Magic Within in February, and we're also having Tarot 201 happening on January 31st. So Tarot 201 is going to be a deep dive into beginning to actually combine card meanings and do readings and understanding reversals. It's going to be talking a lot about how to read with integrity as well, how to read for other people. And then in Unlocking the Magic Within, we're going to be looking into a deep dive into spiritual development, psychic expansion, and intuitive awareness as well. So that's a 6-month course, Unlocking the Magic Within. If you guys want to sign up for either one of those, the links are in the description box below. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right, hi group number 2, welcome to your reading. You guys chose the sports car, so I feel like something that is coming in that's going to make a big impact on your life is going to speed things up for you. You may have some kind of a win that's coming in as well. I just got that message. They were showing me a game show, and it's like, you know, on The Price is Right, and if you guess the price right, then you win the car. It's something like that you may be winning something, or you could be speeding up and making progress in a way that maybe you didn't before. So let's get some information on what this is, maybe even some timing if we can. So for group number 2, what is this sports car representing? Ace of Pentacles. I got the word lottery again. Yeah, you might be like playing the lottery or doing some kind of a draw or something like that. They keep saying in my head, a new car. Yeah, it's like a game show. The Emperor. They just showed me the Emperor as like the host of the show. That is so bizarre. I don't know if this is literal or if this is like a metaphor that they're using, but let's follow this line of thought. We've got the 9 of Wands reversed. I heard breakthrough when I looked at the card. Yeah, there's some kind of a breakthrough that's happening for you, group 2. Okay. The Devil. I heard breaking free. Yeah, breakthrough because you're breaking free in some way. You're getting out of a situation that was stressful. 9 of Swords. That left you in a state of fear and trapped in a false reality, fear, false experiences appearing real or false evidence appearing real. So there was something that it felt very real. It felt very constricting. It felt like you weren't going to be able to find a way out. But it's almost like you win and you get out. 8 of Pentacles. I think that you're studying something, you're learning something, you're working on something. I heard diligent. Yeah, you're very diligent. It's like it's not just luck. So let's say, for example, you're on The Price is Right. You need to study all of the prices to give yourself a better chance of winning. It's not just purely chance or win or luck, I should say. I feel like you guys have the ability to influence positively the results of this situation because you are working on it, because you're diligent with it, because you've been studying this trap that's been keeping you stuck as well. The spider web in the background there can represent a trap. The 9 of Swords felt like a trap, and the Devil felt like a trap. So it's like you're studying the trap and getting yourself out of it. It's like if you can understand the pattern, you can understand the loopholes, or if you can understand something about like you understand the system, the structure, you can get yourself out of it. Thankful. Think about the people and things you feel grateful for. So gratitude is going to be an asset. Gratitude. I feel like this may have something to do with manifestation. I was getting that, and I forgot to mention it when I was pre-shuffling your deck after doing group 1's reading. The Magician fell out of the tarot and onto my lap, and I pulled it out and I looked at it and I was like, okay, I think that group 2 is going to have something to do with manifestation. So I think that this gratitude practice, or studying how to find optimism even in like the worst situations, and choosing to be optimistic, or choosing to see the silver lining, or to understand that this fear is false evidence and getting yourself out of it. It's like you're removing yourself from that web. You're removing yourself from that mindset, and it's creating your reality in a different way. And it's like a game that you've been studying, and you're going to start seeing results from that. Share. When you share, everyone feels happy. I feel like the more that you give, the more that you get. That's what they just said. The more you give, the more you get. So you could be offering things to people. They could be offering things to you, sharing things with you. Yeah, I just feel like if you win something, that's like you're going to be wanting to share it. We have grandparent. You have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. And wish upon a star. Make a wish and expect the very best. They're definitely saying that it's important that you know how quickly you're manifesting. I think this is a big part of it. Something about the grandparent. Grandparent, this card came up in group 1 as well. Let me find out what's going on here. So for group 2, what is this big thing that's going to impact their life? Okay, we have unlikely. And we have communicate clearly. So I think this is something that, okay, meditation brings answers on the bottom as well. I think that this is something that you have assumed was not possible. But you have support, and you have the capacity to make this thing happen. It's like it feels like a long shot is what I'm getting, or you have feared that it's not possible. But this thing that's going to impact your life is basically it's like you're seeing through the cracks of the system. You're learning to kind of break out of the matrix, or you're using the matrix to work for yourself, like understanding the loopholes in the system. I think meditation is going to be really important because it's going to give you clarity on the energetic signature of what it is that you're trying to manifest, because I do feel like this has a lot to do with manifestation, and luck is influenced by energy, by intention, by belief, by action. All of these things energetically at a quantum level will affect the luck. Now, I'm also seeing, obviously, a part of this is your actual knowledge and skill. So that's why the more that you can focus on these techniques, whether it's meditation, intention, or gratitude, or giving as like a tithing practice almost, it's like a little bit shared will bring in more, because energetically what you're doing is saying to the universe, I have abundance, and this is what you're going to get back. So there's something that it's like it's going to speed up the process for you. Again, like the sports car, it moves really fast. It's very efficient. So there's something about your manifestations that are going to increase. And if you can communicate very clearly with the universe about what you want, it's going to come in, even though you may believe on some unconscious level, or you fear that it's unlikely because you've felt trapped in the system, or you've been kind of like battling these little wars throughout your life. I feel like you're mastering the system, and it's going to become a lot easier to see things come into physical form. Luck and money coins, group 1 had this too. Share, and the Ace of Pentacles and the luck and money. I feel like you are going to have enough to share. So I do think you're going to be winning something, or you're going to be manifesting something, and it's going to feel like you've won the lottery, and you're going to have more to share. A grandparent could be involved here too, like a grandfather, because it's just falling right underneath the Emperor. They could be a Capricorn. A grandparent may be offering you money, or they may win something and want to give something to you, share it with you, and you feel really grateful, thankful. Dolphin, playfulness and cooperation. Yeah, there's some kind of cooperation that's here or that's available to you. Maybe they're gifting you a car. Yeah. Something to do with manifestation though. Okay, let's get more. Lock and unlock the key. The key is really to wish. You've got to make this wish and expect the very best, even if you think on some level it's unlikely. If you communicate clearly enough with the universe, not just with your intention, but also with your actions, with what you're learning, how you're applying that information, the gratitude, the sharing. These approaches are going to unlock this for you, and you're going to see a lot of benefit from that. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of benefit from that. I actually feel those. Oh, there's 3, and I feel this one as well, so 4. Okay, I think that will be. Desire and attraction with the snake. This is giving me devil vibes. So these 2 cards, I feel like you're going to be tempted by fear. Okay, you're going to be tempted by the thought of this is unlikely, or this is not going to work, or why am I putting in all of this effort when I'm not seeing any results? Do not succumb to that line of thinking, group 2. You got to trust yourself. Maybe in the past you tried to manifest something and it didn't work. They want you to know that there was a reason for that. It wasn't that you did anything wrong. It was that it either wasn't the right time, or you didn't have the right approach, or you weren't doing it in the right way, and you needed to have that trial and error phase of kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what would stick or didn't stick to learn what does and doesn't work. You do have very powerful skills in the law of attraction, okay? So it's not that you're not a manifester, or you're just not good at it, or you're something like that. It's like really what this is about is you've got to get into the right energetic signature. And there was still some things there that you weren't aware of. Control and change with the teeth. Okay, so the teeth do have to do with ancestors, and they do have to do with resources and our physical needs. So I feel like there is something to do with your ancestors here. We have the grandparent card. So this may have been pessimism from an ancestor. It doesn't have to be a grandparent, could have even been further back. It stays in your DNA. It stays in your epigenetics, like your consciousness that you inherit. So there could have been pessimism or doubt or fear that was kind of handed down to you from an ancestor, and you've had to learn, studying that, unpacking that, finding and tracing that web that was keeping you stuck, listening to that still small voice of your intuition, this little mouse here sitting on the thing trying to communicate to him. It's giving me like Cinderella vibes, where the mice help her out. Like, you've got little helpers, and you're going to be blessed. There's going to be some kind of a manifestation that you did not expect. Fairy godmother, grandparent, fairy godmother, helpfulness. Yeah, it's like you've got a fairy godmother working on your side, or fairy godfather. But there's something from the ancestral line that needed to be unpacked first. Scales, justice, and documents. It feels like this was some kind of a karmic contract. You could actually be signing a physical contract when you win something. So it's kind of like yeah, there's legal agreements that need to be made once you've won something or once you've received something. It could be an inheritance. I don't know why I'm getting that. It could be like your grandparent leaves you a car, literally, or they leave you some money. And it's kind of like that there's legal, yeah, they're sharing money with you in some way. Pregnancy fears with the rabbit. Okay, so fears, right? This is fears, and pregnancy reminds me of the lineage. It's interesting because we had a pregnancy card in group 1. We also had this card and this card and this card in group 1. If you watched group 1, I feel like this is an additional information, or this is like kind of building on that message. If you didn't, that's fine, and you don't need to if you don't feel called. But there's something here about the lineage, the ancestry. In this case, they're talking about the patrilineal line, like the grandfather or your father, your grandfather, etc. In group 1, we were talking about the matrilineal line, or the females in the family. So I think it's kind of like two sides of that coin here. There's something here that you're needing to address your fears around your wishes coming true. Look at this dandelion, right? What do the dandelion fluffs do? When we're a kid, we pick them, we make a wish, and we blow them away, right? You've got to send these wishes out, but I think there's fears that those wishes won't come true. And you've kind of been tested to face those fears, group number 2. And any failures to manifest things in the past have been lessons around what you needed to tweak and adjust or clear out karmically from your ancestral line, from your DNA, from your epigenetics, from your subconscious mind even, that was blocking you from actually physically creating these things into reality, which you can and you will do. I'm interested in timing, so I'm just going to ask that question. What is the timing here for group number 2, or is there timing? All they did was take me to the word think. 9 of Swords is about thinking as well. Wishing upon a star is about thinking. Communicating clearly is like thinking clearly, setting that out. Okay, I asked about timing and they gave me think. What does this mean? Well, thought moves really quickly. Thought moves faster than the speed of light. Consciousness, I should say, not necessarily thought, but consciousness moves faster than the speed of light. Okay. Oh yeah, and the sports car is speed. They're showing me the unicorns now. It's like horses, horsepower. Your thoughts, your consciousness is the horsepower that will speed this up. The more focused your thoughts, the more intentional you become, the faster this manifestation will come to being. Okay, you were unlocking something. It's like you didn't have access to it before, group number 2, because you had to learn these lessons the hard way almost. It's like you had to learn what didn't work and why it didn't work. I think there's a helicopter going by. Anyway, the helicopter reminds me of family. That's just like a personal reference for me because one of my cousins always said helicopter funny when he was a kid. So it reminds me of family. There's something to do with the family. Again, this feels ancestral. So I think there was ancestral karma that you needed to heal within yourself, that you needed to get out of that fear pattern or lack mentality or like scarcity mindset or pessimism. And as a result, this is creating a big impact on your life because the lack of manifestation is putting you in a position to be able to see these things come to fruition, to actually manifest things into your life. So I think that you're going to be getting something, and that could change how you see manifestation, or how you approach wealth, or how you approach your dreams or your wishes. I think that this relationship building is going to help as well. Like you possibly reconnecting with family could be important here. Cooperating with people. It's like once you've unlocked what this pattern is, connecting with family might be helpful because it will show you what was kind of lurking under the surface and ready to be cleared. Okay, they just took me back to this card, and I forgot that earlier they gave me breakthrough when I looked at the 9 of Wands. They just told me that again. So breakthrough, you're going to have a breakthrough moment. You're going to break free. And in terms of timing, I think that this could be right now. They said any time that you set your mind to it. So the timing is really kind of up to you here, group number 2. It's like you've got the key to the car. You just need to get in that driver's seat and hit the gas, like put it in gear and hit the gas, and you'll get to where you're going. And you're going to be really grateful, and you're going to be able to share and create even more. It's like, but first you just kind of need to realize that this is within your hands. You can attract what you desire. You just kind of have to overcome some of the fears and the resistance to what it is you're wanting to create. So they just reminded me that we had meditation brings answers, and we also have if you believe underneath that. Oh, and it's up to you. Oh my God. I'm just pulling these off the top. It's up to you and big happy changes. Oh my God, more. Okay. Abundance. Trust. You guys. Oh my God. I'm just going to like keep going. It says you're ready underneath that. Listen to your intuition. The situation will improve. Yeah. Okay, so this is very clear. They're saying, meditate on it, get very clear on your intention, what your wish is, what's blocking you, the fears, the patterns within the karmic line. Understand these structures and break free from them. Use your ability to share and to be in the energy of gratitude. The more you give out, the more you're going to get back. So, don't be stingy with your time, your energy, your money, your resources. Don't put yourself into the hole, right? But there's something about being able to share with gratitude and joy that's going to bring in more money, because that's the energy that you're creating. So you do have to believe that this is possible. It is up to you. The timing is now. It's literally right now. You can create these big happy changes in your life that are going to lead to abundance if you trust this process and you trust your intuition. You are ready. You can do this. Listen to that inner voice. That's the mouse they were talking about. Listen to that inner voice. The situation will improve. Look, you've got dolphins here again. Dolphins to me are connected to family. Of course, it says cooperation here. It can be about, raising your vibration. Cooperation or playfulness can be important here because it raises your vibration. So having fun, finding ways to feel more joy in your daily life instead of fear. It's like replacing the fear with joy. Dolphins also remind me of Sirius B. So they're aquatic beings from the star constellation Sirius. Starseed, you may be a Sirian starseed, group number 2. Wish upon a star. Yeah, it's like something about your star lineage. Oh, your star lineage is like your fairy godparents, and they're trying to bring you a new car, like they're trying to help you win here. But then they're teaching you how to overcome these fears and these karmic patterns within the ancestry and the lineage. Yeah. So you've got a star family that's backing you up here, group number 2. Big time. You're part of the Marine Kingdom. I just got that message as well. Marine Kingdom is like Poseidon, Oshun. I heard Oshun. I don't know if Oshun is connected to the Marine Kingdom, but I just heard that, so I had to say it. Yeah, even like Venusian energy could be, I don't know. I'm just getting like ocean. Yeah, like you're connected to the ocean in some way. Huh. Okay, let's get some charms because we did that for group 1. And I haven't done charms in a while, so. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, it's making sense. Look. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, slow down. Circle. You've got the circle, the red circle, which is connected to the root chakra, which is connected to your tribe. You have again, a sea creature, but this one is talking to me about evolution and progression through time. This is like consciousness that expands on itself. So this is talking about the lineage. That's exactly what I was getting. This is something to do with your soul lineage, and it's also something to do with your physical human lineage and how those things are connected to your manifestation, your luck, and your abundance. Okay, so you're unlocking, you're having a breakthrough here in the ancestral karma or lineage. You're being supported by angels. I mean, look at this. You've got these 2 angel wings. So you have a lot of angelic assistance. Yeah, they showed me the wings on the grandparent unicorn. Well, that's Pegasus. Yeah. So something about Greek mythology could be important here as well, because I did mention Poseidon. I'm getting like Percy Jackson might be important. Maybe you're into Percy Jackson. There could be coding in that's helping you to clear things. We've got another dolphin. Okay, so again, the dolphins are showing up really strongly in this reading. This is Sirius B. It's also connected to the aquatic kingdom. So pay attention to those themes as well. Look at this. The love between a grandmother and granddaughter is forever. It's definitely to do with your lineage. You got the grandparent card. I was getting grandfather, but I was also getting grandmother in group 1, and these 2 readings feel like they're connected. You've got the Om symbol, and I want to put that on desire and attraction. So I feel like you're overcoming you're overcoming this spiritual block. Butterfly transformation through breaking through the situation, and the saw. I feel like you're going to be sawing away at this fear and removing it. Oh, that's really cool. What they just showed me was somebody being inside, like trapped inside a box, okay? It's almost like Schrodinger's cat. You're stuck inside this box and you become aware, you become the observer. And because you're the observer, now this is not technically in Schrodinger's cat experiment, like in that thought experiment, there needs to be an outside observer. But anyway, this isn't scientifically valid, but what I'm saying is the example is you're inside this box, you manifest a resource to be able to free yourself from the box because you understand what the system is that you're in. You cut through the box and then you cut up the box and you use that to build something else. So what was actually trapping you, what was keeping you stuck, becomes your resource to build something stable. So it's almost like the karma itself or the matrix itself becomes something that you can use to create the wealth that you want. Wow. You definitely have an angel protector on the other side. This could be, like I said, a grandmother, but I'm getting like fairy godmother energy as well. I keep getting like Cinderella vibes. So you may be going from rags to riches. You may be transforming your relationship to abundance and security. You could be transforming your relationship to, like manifestation is really what I'm seeing here. And I think that through your high vibration, you're going to be manifesting a lot of really good things because you're unlocking these secrets within yourself. The secret may even be important information for you as well. I mean, that's pretty well known, law of attraction stuff, but this goes much deeper than that. Like, it's not just the intention. It's not just the emotion. It's the ancestral karma that was blocking you. And you had to learn that for yourself so that you could break through that and use that to build through that secret law of attraction. Now that you've kind of had the clearing that you needed to do, got that out of the way, now you can start manifesting. But you still have to work on removing those fears, group 2, because the fear is really the only thing that's holding you back at this point. You can do this. You can manifest things right now, very quickly. You just need to get out of any scarcity mindset and share, give, play, wish, dream, put it out there, come from this innocent mindset that anything is possible, and it will literally become possible for you, okay? That's what I'm seeing. I think that's it, group number 2. Spirit really, really wanted you to know today that this big thing that's going to impact your life is this breakthrough in healing this karmic cycle or pattern. Your connection to the angelic realm, the Syrians as well, the galactic beings, the ocean kingdom, they're all very important too. So use those to become more centered within yourself and to find your intuitive voice that's going to lead you out of this box and building your future, which is going to be very, very stable and very blessed. So I think you're going to have a lot of good luck, okay? That is what I see for you, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, join the memberships if you guys want more pick a card readings, weekly guidance, and monthly live streams where members get personal readings from me. So that's a wonderful asset here on the channel. If you guys are looking for more deep dive information, courses, classes, if you want to learn to read tarot yourself, or you want to expand and enhance your intuition and your psychic abilities, maybe even become a reader, I can teach you how to do that. We've got courses and classes available through the link in my website, which is in the description box below. Tarot 201 is happening on January 31st, and Unlocking the Magic Within, a 6-month deep dive course into intuitive development and spiritual empowerment, is going to be happening on February 14th, 2024. So if you guys are wanting to sign up for those, check out the links in the description box, and I hope to see you there. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right, hi group number 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the newspaper. So we're going to find out what is going to make a big impact on your life, when it may happen as well. So let's start with the tarot. I feel like with the newspaper, you are probably going to get some news. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? But like, that's what I'm getting, is you're going to get some kind of news. You're going to see like an update or something, and it's going to change your circumstances. It directly applies to you, even if it's something that's seemingly happening out in the world. It's like it applies to you, and it helps you in some way. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I was pre-shuffling the deck and this card did show itself, and now here it is. So that makes sense. I feel like this is going to be to do with your security and abundance. I feel like you're going to be able to build something. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're seeing something move toward you is what it looks like. I think it's because you're in a receptive energy. You know, it's like you're waiting for something to come to you instead of going after it. Feels very divine feminine. Divine feminine, we all have it, you know, male or female, we all have divine feminine polarity, and it is about receptivity. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not really doing any moving. You're just standing there and you're waiting for something to come to you. But you are on a quest. You're on a mission for it. But I think it's like this news just comes to you. You don't have to go after it. Again, it's coming to you. They just said it's getting delivered right to your door. It's getting delivered right to your door like a newspaper. So there's something here. 4 of Swords. They want you to just rest. Like, if you've been in go mode and you've been pushing for something, or you've been trying to make something happen, like force it to happen or will it into being. Kitty just meowed in the background. Kitty's for confirmation. It's like, yeah, you've been trying to push something. You've been trying to create something. What they are advising here, which is going to make a big impact in your life, is something that you don't really control. It's just coming. It's something that on some level, I think you feared this. I just got that message with the Devil card on the bottom of the deck. It's like, maybe it's like a structural change or news about a loss of a job or something. And you're concerned and you're afraid and you're like, what am I going to do? But for whatever reason, this makes a big impact on your life. Now, I do want to get, let me put this over here. I do want to get more information though, because I feel like it's not a bad thing, because it's connected to your security. It's connected to your feeling of peace. It's connected to your sense of abundance. Okay, let's get more information here. What is this for group number 3, please, Spirit? You are gifted. You are very intelligent and talented. If you are getting news that you have lost a job, it's because you're meant to be doing something else. Because you're gifted at something. You're talented. You have an uncommon intellect, is what they just said. And you may have been wasting it in a job that was not meant for you. And instead of walking away from it and looking for something else and initiating that yourself, it's kind of like this big thing that's coming in is news that just kind of, no, I'm just going to put those back in. I feel the one on the bottom. It's news that you're going to love, though, because it's something that it's going to give you the opportunity to do something that you love. But it's like, it's coming just straight to your door. Imagine, what would you feel, or sorry, what would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? I'm actually going to move to the next deck. I feel this one now. What is this for group number 3, Spirit? Yes. Okay. What does it mean? Yes to what? Peaceful resolution. That's what I mean. I do feel like there's going to be a very peaceful resolution here, but it's something that you fear happening. It's like, because maybe it feels like it's out of your control. And maybe you don't like that. I mean, as humans, I think generally speaking, we don't like when things are out of our control. But I think especially given the situation, it might feel It might feel scary, but I'm getting like it's actually gonna benefit you in some way, or it's gonna help you to grant your wish. Recovery, it might give you some time to recover. Like let's say you get let go from a job or something like that, and they give you some kind of severance pay, or they give you some kind of a benefit, and then you're able to just relax and enjoy and recover. And then it's like through that time that you're given, you're able to really focus on what it is that you want and what it is that you love and what you want for your life. It's like you can imagine something different because that old structure that you were in is no longer viable. So, yeah, there's something about, I just heard recovery of faith as well. You may be getting really into some kind of spirituality or religion. You may be doing a lot more introspection and meditation. I'm seeing that as well. I think that's going to be part of being able to be in that feminine receptive energy. Psychic expansion is important too, I'm hearing. Psychic expansion in the near future. Okay, so we do have timing in the near future. Let me see if I can get information on that. When in the near future is this happening? Improving health. Yeah, I was getting that from recovery. So there's going to be something that's going to help your health improve here. And yeah, this news is going to help you. Maybe you're like getting news that it like signals something within you to walk away from an addiction that you've had, or it's news about a new thing that's going to help you improve your health. So it doesn't have to be job related. There's something about structures, though. I am seeing that it's like systems and structures that you're getting free from, or that you're using to support you in this resolution. Okay. We have a no. So you have a yes and a no. That's clear, Spirit. Thanks. And listen to your intuition. I think they're just saying you need to listen to your intuition for those yeses and nos, because from each moment it might shift and change. So it is important that you follow that intuition along the way, because it's going to help to direct and guide you. You also have let go. So they do want you to let go of any attachment, which is the Devil card. Letting go of attachment is going to help you to find your way here and to follow your intuition. They were talking about psychic expansion, and I was seeing that from the Eight of Cups for whatever reason. They were talking about psychic expansion. So I do feel like as you improve your health, your psychic abilities and your intuition are going to enhance. If you guys are looking for a mentor in intuitive development or psychic expansion, I am that. And I do have a course coming up in February. Just going to shamelessly plug myself, because this, first of all, it will help you. And second of all, Spirit has guided me to do this. So I'm supposed to be promoting it. Opportunities and home with the gate. Yeah, I feel like this is coming right to your door. There's something about this that's coming right to your door. It's like that newspaper getting delivered right to your front step. Somebody's bringing you news about something. Or this could be more intuitive, like Spirit is bringing you information right to you. You don't have to go out and look for it. They're just like popping it into your head, you know? You're going to get the clear yes or the clear no. Dolphins, playfulness and cooperation. I am getting youthful energy from the Page of Wands. You have loyalty and determination with the dog. And you have envy and protection with the eye. So I feel like this kind of goes with that Devil energy. So group number 3. There's a lot going on in your reading, first of all. Horse, freedom and action. I do feel like you're going to be getting free. Romance and sweetness with the flowers. Okay. You do have the husband with marriage and groom card here as well. You may be getting news from a spouse, or there may be news about a marriage. Okay, I am getting that message as well. I think, okay, there's a bunch of different messages here. You may be getting news of somebody's health improving. Maybe they were sick and they let you know that they're getting better. There could be somebody who's recovering from an addiction. You could be getting news intuitively, psychically, like I said, that you are gifted. This could be sort of like beginning to unlock for you in the near future, and it's related to you pursuing some kind of improved health in your spiritual self-concept and your determination to expand your intuition or to create more freedom in your life. I'm also getting, so back to that message of you may be invited to a wedding, or you might be getting some information about marriage. Okay, they took me back to this. Sorry, I kicked the camera. They're taking me back to the message about the newspaper, and they showed me, because in this reading I feel like there's like a million different messages, and I usually in readings I can get like sort of one more coherent message, and it's more like a story. It's like one storyline. In your reading I'm seeing like 5 or 6 storylines, and then they were like, what is a newspaper? And I was like, well, it's like a compilation of different news. It's a whole bunch of different things, and there's like front page story, and then there's like the next page and the next page and the next page. And they're like, yeah, that's what this is. That's what this reading is talking about here. It's like there's so many different stories within it. There's a lot of news that you're going to be getting. Some of it is to do with breaking addictions. Some of it is to do with romance and marriage. Some of it is to do with you having something fun to do. Yeah, it's like all of this is coming through the intuition, though. That's really what they're showing me, is like all of this is coming in psychically for you. There's going to be improvements in health. There's going to be information that's going to help you to connect with people more. There's going to be expansion of your gift. You're going to get freedom from anything that was limiting you. And I feel like you're going to know what you need to do when you need to do it. So as these real life physical news things come in, like let's say you get an invitation to a wedding, or you get let go from a job, or you realize that there's something about improving health for yourself or someone else. It's like you kind of take that information and you're able to take action because of it. Intuitively, you know what you need to do. As soon as any one piece of that news comes in, you're better able to do something about it. Yeah, I just see you taking action. And it's like by working with this intuitive expansion, you're going to have the answers come to you. The answers peeking out right from underneath there. So in the near future, you're going to get some answers, and it's going to become clear what you need to do in each given moment. But it's kind of like, I can't tell you what that is, because first of all, this is a test of you learning to really trust your intuition. And second of all, there's so many different things and different news that you're going to be getting that it's going to vary from thing to thing and from person to person. It's going to be like a very highly subjective process, but I do see a lot of spiritual healing here, physical healing and recovery. I feel like you're going to be feeling more abundant, more peaceful. You're going to be honoring and respecting yourself for the gift that you have, that you're fully tapping into now, or you're really, really starting to see manifest. I feel like you're going to be invited to things. I just saw a get-together in a home, like hosting people or having people over. They were showing me like a big island in a kitchen, and there was like charcuterie boards and stuff on the island. There's something about that, and glasses of wine. So you may be having people over, or this may be news. Again, you're getting invited to something like that. And there could be somebody there who you have a conversation with that's very gifted in a particular area, and they're helping to they just said shield. They're helping to shield you from some negative influence. What is this negative influence, Spirit? Can you give me more information on the eye and the devil? Oh, they said they said the devil had his eye on you, and it was through the eye of fear. And they showed me a little rabbit hiding in the grass in the Knight of Pentacles cards. Can you guys see that? So the devil has his eye on you through the energy of fear. And if you don't fear and you choose playfulness and trust, then the devil can't see you. You're like camouflaged. You've got an invisibility cloak. So like if you choose to have faith, things improve a lot. There's something about psychic abilities connected to this too. Maybe you had, no. Yeah, they keep showing me that get together at a home. Maybe it's like a housewarming party. Maybe it's just having people over because you can with playfulness and cooperation. Maybe it's just something you like to do, like hosting. I don't know why that message is coming up. I don't know how that's related to this. Oh yeah, they did say that there was somebody that you invite to your home who may be helping to protect you or who's very gifted at something, and they help to give you information you need. Yeah, there's something about that. They keep giving me that message of somebody's going to give you information you need. They're going to give you news, and it may be through like you're chit-chatting with them, and you either invite them to your home, because again, they were giving that information of news coming right to your doorstep. It's like if you host an event or you host something, they come there and you're chatting with them and they give you this information you need. Or, no, I think that's it, because I was going to say or, and then I just blanked. And when that happens, it's like, no, that's not the right direction to go. It's like I get like colder and warmer when I'm doing these readings, not physically, but like kind of like spirit will let me know if I'm going in the right direction or not. If the sentence flows, then it is the right direction. If it stops or it blocks, then it's not. Or if it blocks, then I'm also meant to say something, but I hold back sometimes. Anyway, this is about listening to the intuition. That's literally what I'm talking about here, is listening to my intuition when I'm doing these readings. But this is going to be a process for you too. Yeah, I just get this feeling that you're recovering something within yourself, and it's going to help you to see everything more clearly. A loud sports card just went by. You might want to watch group 2. This card came up in their reading as well. Or if you watch that, this is confirmation. Yeah, so let's get charms. Okay, we have the grape juice jar. It's like a grape drink in a mason jar. Yeah, I feel like this is something to do with the home. It's like a housewarming or some kind of a get-together. It's like having people over, being welcoming. You got these 3 cats. These both are reminding me of spring, because we've got these the flowers in both of these in the near future. So this may be in the spring. In the northern hemisphere, we're in winter right now, but we're kind of coming out of that, so it could be in the next couple of months or something. You've got the white starfish. I feel like I want to put this on envy and protection, so it's like purification, protection, regeneration, something happening there. And you've got the camera. Okay, they just showed me Peter Parker when he's like taking pictures for the newspaper. Okay, so there's something about news. There's something about documentation. I just heard photo shoot. If this is connected to a wedding, then yeah, like photography could be important, because, there's like wedding photographers, stuff like that. But I was also getting like something being documented, or that being part of the news. Captured images, something like that. They just showed me a bouquet that the fairy's holding here. I'm not going to dig under and pull this one up, but she's holding a bouquet of flowers, and that's reminding me of the wedding again. Oh yeah, the flowers are here too. Yeah, so, something about a wedding in the spring. And there's news or an opportunity attached to that, for sure. But it's feeling kind of like all over the place, because I think that you kind of need to learn to do this for yourself with your intuition, like finding, like I said, in each moment, what is going to be the message or what you're meant to take from it. I feel like this was the most like disjointed reading I've ever done, group number 3. So I'm sorry for that, because usually my readings are a lot more cohesive. This one, I feel like I'm leaving with more questions than answers, and I'm sorry if you feel like that too. But there is information in here that they want you to remember. So if anything stood out to you, if anything kind of gave you that intuitive yes, I would write that down, or kind of like take a snapshot of that, or like save it for later, because there's something in that that's going to become relevant within the next few months in the near future. And it may have to do with you learning to trust your intuition, or expanding your psychic abilities, or seeing some kind of, or receiving some kind of news through a person or through an event that you're going to, or that you're hosting. Okay, so that's kind of how I'm summarizing it as best I can. I hope this reading was helpful. I don't think you'll know how this is going to unfold until later, but hopefully something did resonate, or kind of like hit that little intuitive nudge, and you will see that become clearer as time goes on. So I hope that this reading helped in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a member if you want to dive even deeper. We've got members only pick a card readings, weekly guidance, and also monthly live streams where members get private readings done on camera. So if you guys are interested in that, that is the only way right now to get readings from me, as I've taken all of the personal stuff off the table. If you guys want to learn psychic development, like I said, I do have a course called Unlocking the Magic Within beginning in February. So if you guys are interested in that, I would highly recommend it. It can help you to develop your intuitive abilities, your psychic sight, learning to work with spirit, learning to understand the language of symbolism and how all of this stuff works. And it can help to improve your life. So if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. The information is in the description box below. All pricing on my website is in Canadian dollars. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via my contact page, and I will answer anything that you guys want to know. All right, I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye.